June 11th, 1962. A cold, foggy night in San Francisco Bay. 3 prisoners vanished from the most secure prison in the world, Alcatraz. No alarms were triggered. No guards saw a thing. Just 3 empty beds, 3 dummy heads, and a mystery that remains unsolved to this day. This is the story of the only possible escape from Alcatraz. The escape that shocked the nation and has haunted law enforcement for over 60 years. Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary, also known as The Rock, was America's most feared prison. Built on an island, surrounded by icy waters and violent currents, it was believed to be inescapable. Housing the country's worst criminals, murderers, mobsters, escape artists, Alcatraz had one golden rule: once you're in, you never get out. Enter Frank Morris, an intelligent, quiet man with a troubled past and an IQ of 133. A known escape artist, Morris had broken out of multiple prisons. When he arrived at Alcatraz in 1960, he was already planning his way out. He wasn't alone. In neighboring cells were John and Clarence Anglin, 2 brothers from Georgia, also convicted bank robbers. They were used to working with their hands, and more importantly, they could be trusted to keep a secret. Over 6 painstaking months, the men devised a plan, so daring it sounds like a movie plot. But this was real. Using stolen spoons, a broken vacuum motor, and pure determination, they dug through the ventilation grills in their cells. Behind the walls was a dark utility corridor, their hidden highway to freedom. But escaping the cells was just the beginning. They secretly built a life raft and life vests out of over 50 stolen raincoats, sewing them together and sealing them with heat from the steam pipes. To fool the guards during nightly head counts, they sculpted dummy heads from a mix of soap, toilet paper, and hair collected from the barbershop floor. From a distance, they looked exactly like sleeping inmates. On the night of June 11, 1962, the plan was in motion. One by one, Morris and the Anglin brothers squeezed through the holes in their cells, crept through the utility corridor, climbed 30 feet of plumbing to the roof, and made their way down the side of the building. They crossed the prison yard, undetected, and reached the shoreline. There, they inflated the raft using a modified concertina, a kind of accordion. Then, they vanished into the dark, freezing waters of San Francisco Bay. The next morning, guards discovered the empty beds. The dummy heads were so realistic, one guard screamed when he tried to wake Frank Morris, and the head rolled onto the floor. A full-scale manhunt was launched. The FBI, Coast Guard, and local police scoured the bay. A paddle and personal items were found on nearby Angel Island, but no bodies, no footprints, no trace. The official verdict? The men likely drowned, swept away by the brutal tides. But here's where it gets interesting. The Anglin family received Christmas cards for years. In the 1970s, their mother claimed she saw the brothers at her funeral, disguised in women's clothing. A 2013 letter, allegedly from John Anglin, claimed all 3 survived and were in hiding. And in 2015, a photo surfaced, 2 men in Brazil looking suspiciously like the Anglins, standing next to a farm truck. Experts were divided. Could it really be them? The U.S. Marshals still list the case as open and active. If alive, the escapees would be in their 90s. Their story became legend. In 1979, Clint Eastwood brought it to the big screen in the movie Escape from Alcatraz. And every year, swimmers compete in a triathlon called Escape from Alcatraz, proving that the bay can be crossed. But did Morris and the Anglin brothers really make it? Or did they vanish beneath the waves just out of reach of freedom? More than 60 years later, the Alcatraz escape remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in American history. An act of genius, a fatal gamble, or the perfect crime? What do you think? Did they survive? Leave your theory in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more real-life mysteries and historical escapes.